Namaste. Good evening, teachers. Welcome you all back to Educate the Educator series. Today we shall see about effective communication and classroom management. We all know we as teachers are prepared for our classes. We are equipped with our teaching aids. We are equipped with our new methodologies, and we know we are going to deliver the best lecture. But at times we find that students are not able to communicate what they want, because the reasons could be whether it is a language hindrance or they lack confidence, that is they feel shy or they are of introvert nature. But to develop this, I think we have to start from the pre-primary classes and introduce at least once in 2 days a show and tell activity. That is, show the child different things around in the classroom, bring some articles from home, say fruits, vegetables, pictures of animals, etc., and ask them to say few sentences as what they think about it, and then you help them in framing sentences. Yes, slowly when you inculcate this habit of seeing and telling in a particular format, that is in 5 lines or 5 sentences, this slowly will build up into child be able to talk. Yes, now when the child has to develop this confidence of talking, that is what we call as to be able to give a speech, then the next step is to inculcate this habit in the child to think all the words what he or she wants to speak in that language. Suppose I am a South Indian but I want to speak something in English, and then I have to now start thinking of all the words in English. Then what will happen? The formation of sentences becomes easier, at least in my thoughts, and then it is very nicely said, as you think so you speak. So if the child is able to think in that particular language in what he wants to communicate, then his communication becomes easier and effective. This does not apply only to English language. If a child wants to speak and say something in Hindi or Marathi, then he or she might have to do the same in that particular language. Why the child is not able to communicate is, as I said, he is not able to get those words, or what he wants to say. For this, he has to think all the words first, put it in proper sentences, and then be able to come out and talk. Initially, she will make some mistakes, that is grammatical mistakes, because they are maybe new. But then as teachers, we can build up, we can correct them and bring them to the mainstream of being able to communicate and talk. This going one step further, we can also introduce certain games with them. That is, we call this a game called JAM, J-A-M, that is just a minute. To talk continuously for 1 minute, which when we say 1 minute looks very small or a lesser time, but yes, to start with, if a child is able to speak for 1 complete minute with continuous flow of what he wants to say, then it is the first step of success. The second activity which we can start is to be able to speak 5 to 10 lines about a particular word, but without using the word. Like suppose example, computer. Now we all know we have been ruled by computer, our lives are in and out ruled by the computers. But yes, the child should be able to make minimum 5 or maximum 10 sentences without the word computer appearing again and again. So if the child is able to do this again, he is a way ahead of what he wants to communicate in a simple but an effective way. So I have an acrostic for you how to develop this communication skill in the students. First is, let us see confidence building. As teachers, let us give students confidence that you can do it. and we have to guide them and help them. And yes, children, once we give them that booster, once we give them that kind of positive reinforcement, children are surely there to do miracles. Secondly, O, give each child an opportunity. We at times label off students and say, you can't speak, or we have some kind of preconceived notions. But no, let us start new. So let each child be given an opportunity to speak or vent out his views, because most of the times there are some children, because of their introvert or shy nature, we don't allow them to speak or give them a chance, and then their views, points, or their kind of opinions are staying away with them. So let us give each child an equal opportunity. The next letter, M. As I mentioned, we will teach the child to learn the meanings of the word in that language, so it becomes easier for the child to talk or communicate what she wants to say. The next letter, again M, will make our children master the sentences. That is, to be able to frame sentences without making grammatical mistakes, because language is all about grammar, and grammar has to be corrected for each and every single sentence. So we will train our children to make sentences without grammatical mistakes. Then the letter U, understand. Let the child understand what he is going to say, because as I mentioned, first the thought process has to happen, and secondly the child has to feel what he is going to say. Once only when he feels that what he is saying or what he wants to express, if he is confident, then he will express it in a better way. So make the child feel or understand what he is going to speak, and then it becomes much more easier for the child to express his views. The letter N, nurturing all of the aforesaid qualities in the child becomes a teacher's responsibility. So let us develop all these qualities in the child to be an efficient or an effective student, to communicate his views and opinions. The next letter is I, inherent qualities. As I mentioned, each child have some views, opinions, and these, let it not be latent in the child and it just need not go unexpressed. Let these inherent opinions and talents, for that matter, or views, be vented out. So give opportunity for all children to come out and express their views. That is what we have, a dialogue or a conversation, which also children of higher classes write in their English language papers. So these views have to be expressed. Each child can be for or against any particular concept or topic, that doesn't matter. So let each child speak his view, which leads to the next letter C, creativity. Yes, what each child is going to express is therefore his or opinion, creativity, because each child is, that following letters we will see, each child has an inherent ability to express. So let us not stop it, let us give a platform for each child to be creative. The next letter is A, allow. Allow all students to participate. If there are 40 students, give equal opportunity for all, and let no child be left behind, because we have started from letter C, confidence building. So if all 40 students are involved, then the whole of the class as a team will feel they are good at it, and it helps them to grow. Next letter is T. Let each child feel trustworthy. Let us not say that you are not able to do, or you have not done your best. Each child have a self-trust, which we call. So let us not kill it, let us not mar it, or I say hinder it. So let each child feel that he is worthy, self-worthy, and self-trust has to be built in, because his life ahead is going to be full of challenges, full of competitions, and we nurturing a 10-year, 12-year-old child, let us not shun it away right there. Let us let us help the child to develop self-trust. The next and last letter, E. So let each child be a better skilled person, because each child is unique and each child has his fair chance to express. He is unique, so let him express his view, and we as teachers, as adults, as facilitators can train them and make them better to best, and then if they are best to super best. Yeah. So as we get back to our teaching learning, let us start to inculcate this level of effective communication, and let all our students be effective in what they want to say. Let them develop their confidence to build their self-image, and we respect them for what they are. Let us nurture and make them the best. Thank you. Stay safe, stay home. Shall meet you soon in my next session.